Welcome to the State of the Cities presentation. I'm Donna.
Richland, Pasco, Kennewick, and West Richland. 4 distinct, unique cities that make up the Tricities Washington, a blend of agriculture, technology, manufacturing, recreational charisma, and natural beauty. Throw in nearly 300 days of sunshine, a highly educated workforce, unique cultural diversity, and a civic-minded community base, and you have the formula for the fastest-growing, most economically sound region in Washington State. Collaboration is the kingpin of success. It's better to gang up on a problem than each other. And Tri-Cities community leaders realize that our clout of togetherness just gets stuff done. And we are on a roll.
When people and businesses come to our area, they don't see the boundaries between our 4 cities. They just see the Tri-Cities as a great place to live, work, play, and visit. And that's why it only makes sense for us to combine our efforts when recruiting or helping grow businesses. We each have our own unique niche and set of amenities, and combined, we make a great recruitment package.
Okay, count us down, John. John? John?
This is how we get things done in Richland.
While each city may prefer to see the latest business venture take root within their boundaries, what they don't want is for that business to locate outside the Tri-Cities. That's why they work together to actively coordinate recruitment and retention efforts. Economic development departments pool resources at trade shows to market the region as a whole, and a network of information, assistance, and support is available to existing businesses through the Tri-Cities Business Builders website and various other support organizations.
Collaboration has really helped us to move the Tri-Cities forward, particularly in the economic development arena. Collaboration is very important because each one of our communities has strengths and they complement each other so well. So, you know, individually they're strong, but collectively they are absolutely formidable.
Tourism is economic development, and a large part of tourism is the ability to host tournaments and conferences and provide regional gathering places. In recent years, the cities have shifted the way they look at capital improvement projects. Park and facility inventory is now viewed on a regional scale. For example, if one city has enough soccer fields to meet the demand, a neighboring city may invest resources into multi-purpose fields instead. And the coordination doesn't stop there. Many sports and recreation-based events are created across city lines. This coordination can be best seen through the partnership with the Tri-Cities Visitor and Convention Bureau. It's a hands-on relationship as cities work with Bureau staff to promote the Tri-Cities as a destination location. Tourism is a spillover economy. People may come to a softball tournament in Richland, but stay at a hotel in Pasco and then shop in Kennewick. If we all work together, we all win.
None of the communities would exist in the fashion they are today without the other ones being here. And so the founders had tried to recognize that this was a single economic unit and needed to be represented that way. And I think the cities recognize that too. More so than any place that I've been in the past in my career. These communities really do work together.
A safe community is a prosperous community, and your cities are committed to this concept. 7 police agencies, 16 fire jurisdictions, 2 state-of-the-art 911 dispatch and emergency management centers, and a community that by its very nature is capable of responding to any emergency. This type of professionalism has not gone unnoticed, as apparent by the Tri-Cities being recognized recently as the most secure, mid-sized community in the country. It is this commitment by our emergency professionals working hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, that keep us safe. To quote Pasco Police Chief Bob Metzger when asked about gang activity, "Listen, we're better organized than you are. We're going to come after you."
Hey, really, Steve, when are you going to quit running around dressed up like a firefighter?
Criminals don't recognize boundaries, and Tri-Cities law enforcement personnel are happy to arrest them anywhere. Unfortunately, the proliferation of gangs touches us right here where we live. That is why our police and sheriff departments have formed a gang enforcement task force, not only to keep gang activity out of our neighborhoods, but to work with other agencies to show youth positive alternatives to gang life. Citizens often see various agency shoulder patches, but might not realize how much these agencies work together. The Metro Drug Task Force, partially funded by the federal government, is a unit comprised of Tri-City area law enforcement agencies that targets drug dealers in the region. The task force is dedicated to the disruption of narcotics trafficking. As a cohesive team, Drug Task Force members work to remove street dealers by providing intelligence, support, equipment, and training to all agencies. The Tri-Cities community is working together to evaluate consolidating emergency dispatch services. Currently, dispatch services are separated by the Columbia River, yet our services and citizens all cross the river, so it makes sense for someone to be able to reach a centralized emergency dispatch system anywhere in the community. The next step in this process is to develop a business plan that addresses operational effectiveness, cost-benefit analysis, and sustainability and reliability. All local fire agencies were transitioned to a federally mandated narrowband communication radio system by the January 2013 deadline, an accomplishment that many other agencies in the state were not able to match. This money-saving change was facilitated by combining agency efforts. This collaboration lays a foundation to work together to address future growth in our community.
It's been a time in coming, and yes, I hope it gets more so. I think there's still a lot of, a long ways to go in some of those respects, but I think as we come together and realize how important it is, and the citizens realize that, the sharing services and things like fire or police makes our community better, and the costs sort of go down, and then again, that also benefits our community.
For those of us who live in the Tri-Cities, the wine industry means more than world-class wine and spirits. It also means quality of life, and our community is the quality of life leader. A vast park inventory, great weather, extensive portfolio of recreational amenities. The list goes on, and we have received our share of accolades to boast about, including Kiplinger's top 10 list of best places to raise a family. But these municipal amenities cost money, and that's why we work together to complement each other rather than compete. We look on each of our strengths and build upon that. Richland has the open space trails, Pasco has the soccer fields, Kennewick has the South Ridge Sports Complex, and West Richland can lay claim to being the gateway to Red Mountain. When you put that all together, isn't this the best place to live? Hey guys, I thought we were splitting this.
All four cities work hard to improve the quality of life for all citizens, and working cooperatively in many areas has brought significant improvements to the region. One recent example is the Tricities Regional Public Facilities District, which proposes to bring before voters a measure to fund an aquatic center. Formed in 2010, the district has chosen the Aquatic Center project after extensive talks between the cities.
We need to be able to, go freely throughout the Tri-City area and, go from one area to another and not experience too much difference. And I think from the cities working together to try to create, benefits for the citizens, whether it be in Kennewick, Pasco, Richland, West Richland, is a benefit to everybody because we all go across the bridges and across the rivers to the different towns, and so having some place to go and things to do in each of our towns is very important.
Animal control is another quality of life issue with widespread community interest. The Tri-Cities Animal Control Authority was formed in 1998 by Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland to facilitate more uniformity in animal regulation and enforcement and to enable the cities to provide patrol and sheltering in a cost-effective manner. Currently, the cities are working to reduce the problems caused by stray animals and provide a safe and caring environment for strays. Safe, decent, affordable housing is a critical goal for all cities, and central to the effort to bring that about is the Housing Partnership and Investment Program. This federally funded program provides housing assistance for low to moderate income families. In 2001, the cities formed a consortium to make use of federal funding for which they would not have qualified acting individually. Nearly $7 million has been contributed to help with down payment assistance, remodeling homes, and new home construction. Finally, cooperation and recreation programming continues to improve through multi-city efforts. All four cities have excellent recreation programs. Working together, they're even better. Activities such as the Tri-Cities GeoCoin Challenge, softball and baseball tournaments, outdoor adventure programs, the All-Senior Picnic, and Arbor Day events leverage taxpayer resources for maximum benefit to our community's quality of life.
We really are one community with four separate jurisdictions. And I think it's important that we all work together and work collectively together, because when you bring all those resources and you share your knowledge at the table and your experiences at the table, it just makes us all better. And I'm really pleased at this point in time in the Tri-Cities region that we've never worked stronger together.
When we work together as one voice, it's amazing what we can get accomplished. Just within the last year, collaborations between our cities have improved our transportation corridor, garnered state and federal funds for regional projects, and have increased our cloud in Olympia and DC. Because combined, we are the fastest growing metropolitan area in our state. And we will continue leveraging that advantage with local transportation projects, such as the Red Mountain Interchange, completion of the national project status for B Reactor at Hanford, and working to ensure sensible river shore regulations.
Are we about ready to get the show on the road? Let's just go ahead and go on down the path to the red line.
Okay, let's roll.
Just in a second, I forgot my bike.
Federal and state mandates require cities to address effluents as part of stormwater runoff. In response, the cities have created a joint outreach program to inform residents of steps they can take to keep our water clean. Water is a shared resource. Teaching the community how to control erosion and maintain clean groundwater improves our community for all. The cities share and manage a common 50-year water right. Through a wholesale water agreement between West Richland and Richland, they work in partnership to access this water right. By working together, citizens are ensured access to a clean, potable water system. Many area organizations and cities collaborated on the master plan for the Red Mountain destination and other wine tourism developments in this area. Tourism, especially wine tourism, is a growing industry with tremendous potential. The high quality of our region's grape growing conditions and the WSU viticulture and enology programs are bringing more jobs, tourists, profits, and amenities to our region. Development at Red Mountain AVA alone is predicted to result in over 4,000 jobs and an annual state impact of over $300 million.
We are three cities, we are one community, and if we come together, the things that we need to get done will work better together. And asking for one particular package from, whether it be the federal government or from the state government, and putting that forward and saying we're together on this, we agree on this, and this is how we can move forward with that. And WSU Tri-Cities is a prime example of how the three communities came together and said we need higher education here, and this is how we're going to get it. It doesn't matter what the location is for this particular thing. We just want this, and this is how we should do it, and we really want this to happen.
The cities have also partnered on several major road projects that are critical transportation links for our region and have leveraged jointly to tap state and federal grants. These include the Keene Road Corridor, a joint partnership between Richland and West Richland, and Steptoe Street, a partnership with Kennewick and Richland. By maintaining a regional focus and working in a close partnership, the cities completed these important projects with a minimal burden on local taxpayers. Rarely do potentially competing cities work together so well to support regional projects. State and federal legislators often remark at the impressive collaboration among the cities in Benton and Franklin counties. The cities support one another on major projects in concert with the Tri-Cities Legislative Council, TRIDEC, and Visitor and Convention Bureau to take one voice to Olympia and to the other Washington. Working together, we send a strong and cohesive message on the projects, plans, and policies that impact our daily lives. Our community speaks with one voice to support legislation that fosters a positive quality of life, brings stable jobs and economic prosperity for our region.
A lot of resources here. I mean, wherever you have, rivers flowing and expansive agricultural lands, I mean, that's where people want to go where the jobs are. Obviously we're post Hanford, and we want to grow our communities and not focus so much on that resource, although it's still a huge part of our community. But Tri-Cities is an area that people come to. We got good weather, the sunshine, we have the rivers to explore, lots of different things for people to do. So it's a good place to come.
By now, you've probably guessed that our State of the City theme is about working together to achieve great things. While each city has unique character and attributes, time and again citizens have told us they want to keep those, but they also told us they want their municipalities to combine resources whenever it's prudent to do so.
Now, in these days of dwindling funding and other resources from the state and federal level, we need each other to get stuff done. Combined, we share a population base similar to our West Side counterparts, but the difference is we recognize that we need to make it Tri-Cities first. But of course it doesn't hurt that we also keep it in Kennewick.
Or Pasco. We have a lot of challenges ahead and a long way to go. Your city governments are committed to finding prudent and cost-effective means to deliver services. And yes, we want what's best for all of our cities.
Perhaps it's time for a name change. After all, West Richland is becoming more than just a little bedroom community. How about West Richland and the others? Better yet, let's just make a little change to the name Tri-Cities, because we want to try our very best to make this the only place you want to work, live, and play.
Now we're just getting corny.
I kind of like it.
You would.
Gentlemen, let's just go inside.
Oh, sorry about that little tripping incident.
Water under the bridge.